Hello friends, welcome back to the fourth episode of this channel. Today I am going to talk about exposure. Also we will try to understand what are the different exposure compensation, golden hours, metering modes, etc. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the first point of the day is to understand what is exposure. It is basically when the shutter is open, so the amount of light which is falling on the sensor. You can see in the example as well that one picture is underexposed and the other image which was taken, this is overexposed, and the third pic is the correct exposure which has been captured. So you need to understand what is underexposed image, what is overexposed image, and what is the correct exposure, and how do we achieve this exposures. So here we also need to understand what are the limitation of contrast. You might have come across many situations where you take an image where the background is very bright and your subject is coming dark, or vice versa. So you can see in the example in the first image that the background is very much exposed and the subject is not captured properly. In the second image again the subject has been, it is very exposed and the background has not been exposed properly. And in the third example these exposures has been properly corrected using HDR mode during the post processing, that is in Lightroom. So you will have to use a couple of softwares, that is Lightroom or Capture One Pro or maybe Photoshop. So you can use these, you can combine these three images to make one HDR image. So these are some of the limitations of having contrast, because camera doesn't work as a human eye and you have to manipulate your aperture value, wherein which you have to decrease and increase the f value, then accordingly your proper exposure will be captured in the image. So here in this exposure tutorial you also need to understand the golden hours, the theory behind golden hours. Basically golden hours is the early in the morning or in the when there is a sunrise, or in the evening when there is a sunset. So generally that is called as a golden hours, as well as when the after the horizon, when the sun is above 6 degree of the horizon and -4 degree below the horizon. So that is generally called as a golden hours. Basically during this period of a sunrise or a sunset, there is a proper light in the environment when you are doing any kind of a outdoor shoot. So during these golden hours there is a proper light which is falling on the subject. You will not find any shadows or any harsh light falling on the subject. During this golden hours I will recommend you to go for any kind of a photography. If you are doing any pre-wedding shoot or any maternity shoot, even you can do jewelry shoot as well. So if you are doing any kids photography as well, this is the golden time to have a photo shoot. So here you also need to understand what is the meaning of photo. Basically photo is a Greek word, which this means, photo means a light and graphy means the printing. So exposure is moreover understanding of light. How do you capture light in the sensor and how to get good lighting condition during the photo shoot. Next point of the day I want to cover, that is exposure triangle, which is very important. In manual mode basically you can manipulate these exposure triangles, that is your shutter, aperture and your ISO. So you can see in the triangle you can see the set of an ISO, aperture and the shutter speed. In the middle you will see that is the optimum exposure, where you will be getting a good amount of light with sufficient highlights, shadows and your midtones. So this is called exposure triangle. You will have to play around with shutter speed, your aperture and your ISO. Next point I want to cover is metering. Basically you will find various metering options in your camera. So it is a center weighted metering or a spot metering or a matrix metering, partial metering, evaluative metering. So you can also see in the image in various metering nomenclature which are used in Canon camera as well as in Nikon camera. In Canon cameras generally evaluative metering is used, and in Nikon camera basically matrix metering is used. Spot metering is generally used when you are doing any kind of a macro photography or any jewelry shoot, so any product photography that you are doing. So generally during that period center weighted metering or spot metering is generally used. So I will suggest to use evaluative metering or matrix metering while your photo shoots, because every time it is practically it's not possible to change your metering modes as per your subject or as per the environment of light is concerned. Compensation exposure. Compensation exposure is on the back side of the view panel. You will find there is a compensation exposure. A meter is there, that is 0, +1, +2, and again -1, -2. So generally when you are doing any kind of a photo shoot, according to the light environment, you can set these meter either to +1 or +2. You have to capture couple of images, then you will have to analyze. So which of the do you want to increase the meter or do you want to decrease the meter? So you increase the meter when the exposure compensation or the image is too dark. You should decrease the meter when the image is too light. Don't get confused with these two symbols of these exposure compensation. So one symbol here you see, so this is basically for getting the exposure, correct exposure in the camera, and here in the second symbol, this is majorly used when you are using any kind of external lighting condition wherein which you have to manipulate your flash exposure. So this symbol is majorly for increasing and decreasing the flash exposure compensation. Histogram. One should understand and know how to read a histogram. So when the curves of the histogram goes to the left hand side of the histogram, there you will see the image is underexposed. You can see in the example when there is a darkness in the image or some shadows even in image, you will see the histogram is on the left hand side which is underexposed, and when the histogram is on the right hand side, the image is overexposed. So you have to make a balance between the curves of the histogram towards the left and the right hand side. So you will find then the image is coming as a correct exposure. So reading histogram is also very important in photography for beginners as well as for professional photographers. So friends, we are coming to the end of this tutorial today, and we have seen that we have covered exposure, golden hours, the exposure triangle, metering modes. So try to get all these. The understanding histogram was also very important. So go out and try to see these features in your camera and try to take some good images. And I will see you in the next tutorial, and we will be talking about aperture and depth of field. So friends, request you to like and subscribe this channel, and we'll see you soon in the next episode. Thank you so much.